So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Throwing, Shough. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know
nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The pass caught by Olave.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body yada. Shorty got that body yada. Long time set up. You gonna kill my.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A quick throw, but incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Penix steps away.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we... You don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The Falcons at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Here's Penix.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw.
Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
They'll throw with Penix.
They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First and 10.
Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 1. And looking to throw, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Troy Anderson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
3rd and 19.
They're going to look to throw.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And open is Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Second and a couple.
Reload. 18 Cardinal, 18
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
To the air, Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Falcons! DJ Chark from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Coup for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Saints 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from the 37, here's second and 2.
Back to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory.
A gain of 15 on the play. First down, Saints.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now second and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the double.
They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Kick is good.
A point after, good by Grupe. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking to throw. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, you keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Means. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Troy Anderson
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They'll run with Robinson.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As Shaheed going to go in motion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now they'll shift things around.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
They'll set up a throw.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Kamara try the right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll look to throw. Thanks to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
70 Lions.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Penix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll throw with Penix. They're going deep downfield for Boykin.
It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Saints 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one taken in by Olave.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Kamara up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Olave motioning to the left.
Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Chris.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Let's go.
A give left side to Robinson.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
18 guard, 18 left.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Robinson's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got his target. It's Olave. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for
2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Because only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive,